Given her stellar presenting career, you might think that young Holly Willoughby dreamed of TV domination. But, having enjoyed an idyllic childhood herself, Holly's most prized ambition was to be wife and young mum. Without sounding like right idiot, my mum and my dad are my role models. They devoted everything to my sister and me, she once told the Daily Mail, admitting she fantasized about being married as little girl and would dress up her mum's wedding gown. All ever wanted to do was dress up and be lady like my mum, she added. Admitting she hadn't been to nightclubs since she was 21, she told one interviewer. Couldn't think of anything worse. Would love nothing more than to be housewife. Can't wait. It's the best job in the world, you just get to potter. And at the age of 24, she met the man who would help make her dream reality TV producer Dan Baldwin. Holly, now 39, had first met Dan, 45, 2 years earlier backstage at Travis' concert, but he was hanging off his friends drunk and she wasn't impressed. And she didn't rate him when he joined kids' TV show Ministry of Mayhem, which Holly was presenting in 2005. She told pal Keith Lemon. Dan was there as new producer and thought, oh my god, I am gonna hate this guy. Had come from MTV and he was very cool for school. He looked at me like was this Wally of person. Thought, oh my god, he hates me. He just thinks he's really cool. But the pair became friends and everything changed few months later when an accidental lingering look brought Holly's feelings to the surface. She added, we cheers, Ed, in regards to champagne, and looked at him and it was like, oh my god, fancy him. In that second just knew. It was like little sparkle. Their courtship was magical, with Dan and Holly only working Saturday mornings and having the rest of the week to go to gigs and stay in bed late. Describing it as an amazing, very carefree time. After 2 years they decided to move in together, and it was on their first night in their new London home that Dan popped the question. Exhausted from doing all the moving by herself while Dan was working, he told Holly to take bath while he nipped out to the pub for bottle of wine. Holly had somehow managed to fuse all the lights in the house, so when Dan returned with dozen white roses, he proposed by candlelight. I know lot of people almost have to force their boyfriend to propose, but with Dan it was such shock, she previously recalled. I knew I'd be with him for the rest of my life, if he'd have me. But nothing can ever prepare you for what it's like when someone asks you. I can't think of any other big decision you make in your life that quickly. She was worried about telling her mum, but she needn't have been. Dan had already been to her house to ask for permission, and had also gathered all her best mates at the pub ready to celebrate. It was one of the happiest nights of my life, Holly said. The couple tied the knot at St. Michael's Church before celebrating with reception for 150 people at the 900-year-old Amberley Castle in West Sussex. Then Dan surprised his new bride with honeymoon to Sri Lanka and the Maldives after weeks of teasing that they were going to Skegness. Of his romantic gestures, she said, he's good like that, which is surprising because he's an Arsenal season ticket holder and massively blokey. Having married her dream man, Holly turned her attention to starting the family she'd always dreamed of. At 27 she feared time was slipping away if she wanted to be young mum. I can't wait to have children, she told the Daily Mail after the wedding. Want to be young mum? When it will happen, I am not sure, but we look forward to it more than anything else. Son Harry arrived in 2009 followed by Belle in 2011 and son Chester in 2014, completing the perfect picture. And she and Dan are coming up to their 13th wedding anniversary and believed to enjoy one of the most solid marriages in showbiz. We're very honest with each other. We listen to each other, she told The Sun of the key to their success in 2016. I love him and he loves me. We respect each other and we probably drive each other round the twist. But we give each other space for that as well.